Are we related? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So what's been one of the most incredible things that you've learned about Lena Horne in your research doing this show?
God. You don't know anything about your family is the first thing that I will say to anybody listening. Because they have one identity. And so the woman that I knew was a grandma, and I thought all grandmas were like my grandma. Imagine my surprise when I found out that all grandmas did not live in hotels and rise at 3 p.m., which is cool. I mean, this is a woman I know. This is her bracelet.
Oh,
and
wow.
I wear it every day. Yeah. But it's like, your grandma gives you a bracelet, you wear this. And it was hers, and I have a couple of her bags and stuff like that. So this is a person. This is not a symbol. This is just this person that I watched Lion King with, right? And my son watched Lion King with, and my daughter watched Lion King with their great grandmother. This is a person who liked to drink Diet Peach Snapple, and she would drink her Hennessy in the Sesame Street mug, right? So this is a human fucking being. What blew me away, I think, was Ossie Davis saying, as much as we cheered for Jackie Robinson and as much as we cheered for Joe Louis, every time he threw a punch or every time he hit the ball, we were cheering for Lena Horne. And that made me cry for sort of hours. Because one of the things that I struggle with, that maybe others struggle with it, is this idea that the strength of Black women. Yeah. And yes, we get shit done. But when we talk about everything that grandma was able to do, I immediately think, well, she did it because it was the right thing to do. And yes, but she did it because if she didn't do it, somebody would have killed her. Like somebody would have killed her. So you have to imagine, what does it mean when you are safer as the only woman of color ever to do a thing? So one of the things that I didn't know was that, and these names won't mean anything to the youngins, but go Google youngins, because I've had it with you. Just learn your shit. Really, was that Walter White, who's the head of the NAACP, and who looked like a white man, but he looked like a white man, chose to live as a Black man, and Wendell Willkie, who was a US Senator. So around the time of World War II, the Nazis were making inroads into Latin America and Northern Africa. And the best thing that America did then was movies. So Wendell Willkie and Walter White called a meeting with the heads of the studios and said, listen, the Nazis are making inroads into Latin America and North Africa. So you need to put some brown people out there. Movies are the best thing that we do. And you have to show, and that's how we're gonna contribute. And there was a big discussion about which brown people you could put out there. And the ones that were before were the extraordinary Hattie McDaniel, who there's a great story about Hattie McDaniel. There were certainly Black folk out there, but Wendell Willkie and Walter White said, there is a woman that will be, and this is a quote, the perfect weapon in this. So she was weaponized by the government of the United States to be an ambassador for this country's liberalism or this country's decency or something. And that was the white folk part. The Black folk, and by this I mean Black musicians, said she wanted to come back to New York and come home. And the folk who she really loved here in New York said, they never choose us and they chose you, and you have to stick this out. You have to. And sticking it out meant complete isolation because she was the only Black lady on the lot.
Yep.
So those are the things that you have to do to get through your day.